I'm Phương from local Vietnam, and I'm going to tell you what to expect from this 3-week round trip traveling through Vietnam at a slow pace.
Before I tell you all about this trip, I'll first briefly explain who we are. Local Vietnam is a half Western and half Vietnamese travel agency. We really are local. Our whole team is based in Vietnam, and we are also fully specialized in Vietnam. Therefore, what we can offer you is that we can fully customize this tour to your wishes. Whether you have specific hotel needs, want to extend or shorten your trip, a different destination or tour, anything is possible. And we don't charge extra for changes. Another advantage of our local presence is that you have direct contact with us during your trip. In Hanoi, you will meet someone from local Vietnam, and we give a free SIM card with this tour so you can keep in touch via WhatsApp anytime, anywhere. We are in the same time zone, and because we arrange everything ourselves without intermediaries, we can solve any problems ourselves and answer and adjust any questions or changes during your trip immediately. Now, let's dive a little deeper into this round trip. We developed this 3-week round trip especially for people who want to explore Vietnam at a more leisurely pace. Instead of 3 weeks exploring many regions where you will stay for a short time, you will go deeper into specific regions. And we have carefully chosen the most suitable destinations. Discover the beautiful nature, peaceful countryside, and unique cultures of Vietnam at a relaxed pace. This tour will take you all over Vietnam. All 3 regions of Vietnam differ with each other for best travel time, but the period from January to April, you can expect good weather everywhere. From May to September, there is more rain in the south and north, but nature is at its best then, especially in the north of the country, with beautiful waterfalls, rice paddies in bloom, and green jungles and forests. In central Vietnam, there is not as much rain yet, so ideal beach weather. Would you rather start this round trip in Ho Chi Minh City instead of Hanoi? That's no problem. We can reverse the round trip or completely customize it. This trip will take you to Phu Quoc to enjoy the beach. However, if you are traveling to Vietnam during the summer months, I do not recommend going here. If you still like to go to the beach during your summer vacation, we can modify this tour by removing Phu Quoc and adding more time in the region of central Vietnam, like at Hoi An, for example. Here it does have ideal beach weather during the summer, and for us this is not a problem to adjust. This tour includes trekking, for which you really don't have to be extremely fit. But if you have mobility problems or doubt whether you can handle this, please let us know. We can arrange an alternative or a completely private tour adapted to your capabilities.
I'm going to show you the entire trip now. And again, remember that we can still modify everything about this trip.
Upon arrival in Hanoi, a personal transfer awaits you to take you directly to your hotel in the heart of the Old Quarter. In Hanoi, you can explore the chaotic charm of the Old Quarter, with scooters and street stalls everywhere in the narrow old streets. It can be overwhelming, but something you must have experienced at least once. In the evening, you go on a unique street food tour with a local guide. It is one of the most fun ways to explore Hanoi and learn about the culture while also safely tasting the best local dishes. You continue your journey to Pu Luong. This region is often an alternative to Sapa. This area is smaller than Sapa, but a lot less crowded and touristy. In addition, you also have 2 rice harvesting seasons here. So unlike Sapa and other northern destinations, you will see rice paddies in bloom here, not only in summer, but also in spring. Other than that, the scenery is really amazing. Small villages of ethnic minorities scattered throughout the valley. There are also jungle areas along the mountains here. During this trip, you will make 2 treks, one of a full day and one of a half day. Here you will explore the terraced rice fields, local villages, the water wheels standing along the river, and the jungle. You will spend your nights in a beautiful lodge with swimming pool. Welcome to Ninh Binh. Despite being a very popular tourist destination in Vietnam, Ninh Binh has retained its tranquility and charm. It has beautiful landscapes of karst mountains and rocks that cut across the countryside, the reason why it is also called Ha Long Bay on land. Ninh Binh is a great region for both self-exploration and also a region that is great for relaxing. There is a lot to do, and at the same time, the region that is great for doing nothing but enjoying the views. That's why we have planned some free time for own leisurement. Stay in an accommodation with pool in the middle of the rice fields and use bicycles to explore the sites in the area. Most of the highlights are only a short distance away. You can take a boat ride along the mountains of Trang An or the rice fields of Tam Quoc, visit the stunning viewpoint of Mua Cave, or explore temples and pagodas such as Bai Din Pagoda, Hoa Lu, or Beach Dong Pagoda, and explore the beautiful countryside by bicycle. You can also use your time in Ninh Binh to relax at your accommodation, so you can recharge for the rest of your trip through Vietnam. For many people, the iconic Ha Long Bay is high on their Vietnam bucket list, but in this trip, we take you to Lan Ha Bay. This bay is next to Ha Long Bay, is just as beautiful, probably even more beautiful. But most importantly, it is much less touristy. In Lan Ha Bay, you take a beautiful cruise through the bay with many mountains and giant rocks. The water here is very calm, so you don't have to worry about getting seasick. You can swim here, and you will take a kayak trip to explore hidden lagoons. In the evening, sip a delicious cocktail on the deck as you watch the sun go down. In the morning, you will have a beautiful sunrise, visit a floating fishing village, and enjoy stunning views over the bay while relaxing on the boat. Welcome to Hoi An. Hoi An is a small historic town in central Vietnam. Because of its beautiful historic downtown, it is also called the most beautiful city in Vietnam and is on the UNESCO World Heritage List. The town is full of picturesque historical houses, temples, tailors, and cafes. And in the evening, in the town beautifully lit with lanterns, and you can go shopping at the night market. Just outside the city, you will find traditional rural life with rice paddies, fishing villages, water buffaloes, and you name it. A great area to explore by bicycle. In addition, Hoi An also has relaxing beaches to unwind on this Vietnam trip. Therefore, this is a place where we would like to let you enjoy a little longer and also give you more time to make your own planning. Because whether you want to explore a lovely town, go on bicycle through the countryside, or have a relaxing day at the beach, there is something for everyone. With a guided bicycle tour through the countryside of Hoi An, you can experience the more authentic Vietnamese life. There are plenty of photo opportunities with rice fields, water buffaloes, craft villages, and the river. Depending on your wishes, we can customize the bike tour with additional activities, including a trip in a basket boat through the coconut mangrove, or actively participate in working on the land to get vegetables, or participate in a Vietnamese cooking class. Depending on what you choose, it often takes half a day, so you can spend the other half of the day exploring the old town on your own or relaxing on Hoi An's beach. Arrive in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam's largest city and a city of many contrasts. Modern skyscrapers next to French colonial buildings and ancient temples. A chaotic city that offers access to the peaceful countryside of the Mekong Delta. The most vibrant nightlife can be found here, with Hue Vien Street, clubs and rooftop bars, but also the city with the most impressive museums about the Vietnam War, including the Cu Chi Tunnels and the War Remnants Museum. The city is too chaotic for some, which is why we won't let you linger too long during this tour, but it is a unique experience. In half a day, you'll head out with a local guide to explore some of the city's must-see spots. Your first stop is the Reunification Palace. This beautifully preserved palace was used by the South Vietnamese president, and this is also where the Vietnam War ended after a tank rammed through the fence. Learn more about the Vietnam War at the War Remembrance Museum, Vietnam's most impressive museum. Even though you may not like museums, this one is very impressive. With military vehicles, items used during the war, and photos that might be very confronting. Then you will visit French colonial buildings such as the old post office and the city's cathedral. You will also visit an old pagoda, which is still in full use by the locals and under which Obama, the chief president of America, has visited. When the sun starts to set, Ho Chi Minh City's modern skyline turns into a light spectacle best seen from the river. You therefore take a cozy dinner cruise on the Saigon River. While eating, you can enjoy the beautiful views. The Mekong Delta is a unique ecosystem with rivers and small canals, fruit orchards and rice fields, craft villages and small factories. In this Vietnam trip, you'll head to the area of Can Tho if the Mekong Delta. You will stay in a local homestay directly at a quiet river connected to the Great Mekong River. On the first day, you will take a bike ride through the countryside and villages to see local life. The next day, you will get up early, as you will visit the highlight of the region, which can only be experienced in the early morning, the floating markets. A boat leaves directly from the homestay, where you will visit 2 floating markets. But you will also visit a fruit orchard where you can taste freshly picked fruit and visit a local workshop where they make rice paper. So in these 2 days, you will get a great feeling of local life in the Mekong Delta. We have developed a unique transfer that allows you to travel on to Phu Quoc from the Mekong Delta without first going back to Ho Chi Minh City or an extra domestic flight. From Can Tho, you will first depart for Ha Tien. Here you go by speed ferry to the island of Phu Quoc. You will then be taken directly to your accommodation on the island. Phu Quoc is a real tropical island destination. Here, all the planning is in your own hands. Enjoy beach life here. If you like, we can arrange island hopping tours by speedboat or a diving excursion. Otherwise, enjoy the beautiful beach, stunning sunsets and fresh seafood. This trip finally ends in Hanoi. Here you get a private transfer to the airport for your international flight back.
Do you have any question or would you like to customize something on this trip? Please feel free to contact us. Hope to see you in beautiful Vietnam.